Good morning, folks. Just like old times again. Little quick video here to help some of our folks that are at home um, try to keep up to speed. You guys are pretty sharp, but I'll try to get you caught up as best I can with what we've been doing here in class. All right. So obviously we're working on our research project on the topic of our choice. I'm going to do a little demo today just with like wind turbines because we did the video the other day and I've got some research on that at my fingertips. So, all right, so again, we're doing the trifold digital brochure. Again, we had some issues with some of the online applications, so I created a tech brochure template for you. All right. When you open it up, you're going to have to make a copy of it, okay, because it would not let me assign to each individual student. So you're just going to go to File, make a copy. Okay, name it with your last name. It's probably a good idea. And click OK. So now you have your own document. Now, a couple things you'll notice in this. First of all, it is a Google Doc. You'll notice it's in landscape orientation, and it has 3 columns and 2 pages. Okay, that's going to cover our 6 panels of our brochure. Now, believe it or not, we can get these blank pages looking like they are on Canva. Okay, if you went on Canva the other day, again, we've got some of the privacy issues and things where we can't do a whole lot with this program unless you use your own personal devices and accounts. You can get your brochures looking just like any of these here. Okay, here's a nice example. They put a picture over 2 panels. We did some transparency. We just have a solid color here. Again, basic information on each panel. Okay, there's a picture over 2 panels as well. Okay, so there's numerous examples in here of brochures if you're trying to figure out a look, but you can pretty much get any of these looking how you want. Okay, here's a good one with golf, again with showing some transparency, adding some designs and things in on that. All right, so check the Canva out if you're struggling for ideas. Okay, all right, so back over to my brochure here that I've made a copy of. Okay, you've been researching, hopefully. You've been saving images. You've been collecting information. Okay, back over here last week and even into early this week, we had the technology research project. Again, I had you open the PR info, make a copy of it. Okay, we're saving information in that. So mine looks like this. Okay, I've got all kinds of stuff in here. Again, it's my turbines, so I'm putting all kinds of information here to save it. I have saved many of these images on my Chromebook, okay, and in this case on my PC, okay. So I've got all this information I've gathered about wind turbines. I've got some video links, all kinds of good stuff going on, all right. So now I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to literally start bringing some of that stuff in here, okay. Obviously, I want to make this decorative. Again, under File, Page Setup, if you're looking to have a solid background color for everything, that's fine. That's not necessary. You can use pictures as backgrounds. And again, I'll get into some of these different things today. It's like right there, that applies a green background for my wind turbines, which you can still, edit in here where you need to. Okay. All right. We worked with PIXLR yesterday. Again, I've got all these links are in here. I think in the stream I had added the link yesterday. There it is. So when you open that up, okay, you're going to see this screen. I posted 2 videos yesterday that are tutorials for PIXLR X. They're about 3 minutes each. Please check them out. The PIXLR X is the simpler version of the software. Okay. Very limited menu over here on the side, and again you can watch the video to see how some of that works. There are certainly other tutorials out there. I spent a bulk of my time yesterday working in the PIXLR E. just because it's got more options, okay? And it's really easy to remove backgrounds, and it has about 5 different tools. So what I did is I opened an image, I went in here. The first thing I did was do a very basic example with this Golden State background. The magic wand over here is great for removing backgrounds that are the same color. I click on this, it highlights it, then I hit the delete button or backspace, and I've got all that removed. And then I can go in and do these little individual ones as well if I'm really looking to get super detailed because it didn't recognize it because it was enclosed. I could even go in and get rid of the blue in here, but for time purposes, I'll keep it in there for now. I'll get a little blue here in A as well. Okay, so when you're doing a solid background, you're taking photos, try to take them with a solid background. It's going to be a whole lot easier to get rid of that background. Okay, the other thing I did one that was a little bit more complicated. Okay, I took the young lady here with the VR unit, and we took this background out. You can obviously tell this photo has been used, and she was probably placed on this background already. But for our purposes, this is going to work. So a couple things I like to do with these backgrounds. The magic eraser is going to work, but you got to be careful. Okay, so I just did the gray. It's taking some of the clouds out. Okay, got to be careful here because once you get into some of these shades, it's like I clicked on the Eiffel Tower there, but it's also highlighting her light skin because it's a very similar shade. If I hit delete, look what happens. We don't want that. Okay, we can Control Z to undo, right, and get rid of that. Okay, so we've got some other tools we can use here. I like the select toggle here because I can select squares or rectangles, highlight them, and then just delete them that way. Sometimes that's a nice way to clean things up really quickly when it's a little bit more complicated background. You could have also cropped a lot of that out too originally. There is a cropping tool, okay? I could have just cropped that stuff out, and then that way I wouldn't even have to worry about, erasing it or getting rid of it, okay? Continuing on, now we're down to kind of some of the fine details. You have the lasso over here, which is just like the marquee select up here, but for this one you can actually freehand. Again, I usually zoom in once we're starting to get a little bit more detailed, and then you can freehand what you want to take out, hit delete, and it's going to take that out for you. Okay, next up I go to the eraser, which is down here a little ways. What's cool about the eraser, I can come up here to this menu and select different sizes, different softnesses, and so forth. Okay, different shapes. It's got more of a menu here. Okay, right now it's set at 40 with the brush, which is pretty good. So what's going to happen here when I select this background, I'm going to be able to go in here and erase these edges. Okay, all right, I can save this file. Okay, PNG is important. That's going to give you that transparency. And then we can bring that into our brochure, put it on different backgrounds, and so forth. I'll add another video a little bit later today, but I'll get this one posted right now to kind of help you out a little bit for today. All right, have a great day, and I'll look for that other video coming at you very soon. Okay.